In our backyard, at least if Petrucci wins, he takes 5 points away from Marques, keeps that championship close.
Looking for that seat alongside Dobby next year, and Jack's fast this weekend. He looks like he can put the Ducati up there, so I do think all three.
Ducati, like we're talking about, just go out and win. I don't care who it is. If you're on a Ducati, go out and...
Italian Grand Prix. Marques in pole position, Fabio Quartararo in second, Danilo Petrucci.
About his job on the second row in a crash at turn 4 in free practice 3, dusted himself down and came back out again.
Gav said, Cal's always 100% straight. If it's not happening, he'll tell you. And he said he's quietly confident. Greasier.
Well, qualifying 1, 46 degrees, qualifying 2, 47 degrees of track temperature. We're up just factory Ducati, number 51. But the big deal for everyone here, and I reckon the reason why it was so subdued was...
Inside the top 6, if he gets a 6th place from 18th on the grid, it'll be an incredible ride. Very, very...
So that's the warm-up lap done. A little bit of a stoppie coming from Marques, who's a bit out of sorts for me. He's not looked like Marques. 20 years old. Will Fabio Quartararo do something? Will he make it onto the podium for the first time in his life? Not if he can't get... So the Brit has come through the 2nd place. Well, that's given us something to shout about. I don't know about the Italians. It is this Dobby in 3rd place. The 0-4 has come through. They'll be checking their monitors to see if there was any rolling place. Oh, I thought he was going to have a go then. Petrucci again having another look. Danilo Petrucci, he was the fastest lap man here last year. Watch out for Rins. Behind him, though, the magnificent Pole Espargaro. Best ever qualifying round here for KTM. Goes back. Oh, look at that. Jack Miller up the inside on the Lamborghini-coloured Ducati, waggling his way into the braking area. Will he make the apex? Oh, Marques is not going to disappear up the road. That is for sure. As we look back towards Joan Mir on the 36 Suzuki. He's got a lot of... Now second with Jack Miller up behind him. There is Morbidelli, fighting with Pole Espargaro and taking advantage. Is
Quartararo has been pretty much the fastest all weekend. He's currently in 8th place. He's got Pecco Bagnaia behind him.
Another place. Look at the power of the Ducatis then. Up and over the old Jack's going for... Ooh, 2 tough men. That Suzuki never looks anywhere in free practice. It's incredible what Rins is doing again. He was down on the... Good. He's using up the track in front of Cal Crutchlow. Looking back at the 42 and the 35 to the front 4 rows of the grid. Didn't do him a lot of good, even when he did go through, to be frank. But he did... 2
places from 18th. He's currently in 16th place behind the one and only Jorge Lorenzo.
And Marques changing his style to suit Mugello. First time I've heard him say that. Normally they're talking about Jack Miller nicking his ride next year. And poor old Danilo, who's doing really well. It's only the 6th Grand Prix.
We're talking about the man who's been pretty much top 3 all weekend. And we, as predicted, we've all said,
one of those qualifying laps together, but look what happens when they get in a race. It's got the squirt, it's got the point and squirt. It breaks, although Jack Miller got a 2-bike slipstream, and he looks like he's going to go for the braking area down here, and Rins gets done by 2, but that was 3.9, so we are on race lap record pace, and it's the Suzuki that's on it.
Yeah, this is not one of those slow races we've seen from around this track ever in MotoGP, which sums up why it's never been a track for them.
Well, it's done a Rossi and took Rossi into the sand trap. Oh. Well, Joan Mir, you go and look at that. We'll see somebody. Oh, that's a lunge. He's going to run it wide. Petrucci's going to cut back. Now we've got 2 Ducatis through near the one you want to look at. Oh, look at the one I want to look at. It was Rins who went through, of course, but nearly Crutchlow as well. Brilliant stuff, quite literally. And now he is the man out front in the Italian Grand Prix on a Ducati. First turn, he's gone back past Rins for 4th place. Miller is the man in 3rd place.
Bullying session with them.
Didn't he just?
Miller went, not today, mate.
As he will do on every corner. Marques, Rins is still there, and Cal Crutchlow chasing hard in 6th place at the moment. Dobby's on front now. Well, Petrucci pushes late. He did push very hard last time that Dobby was out front. I wonder if he'll back to himself and he can do what he likes. You can see Maverick Vinales at the back of that bunch as well.
Yeah, the only man doing 47s is Val. They're going to have to work on... Oh!
Jack Miller into there is going to make a big mistake soon if he carries on. Miller is really pushing his luck. Here comes a Suzuki on Miller now. Miller just getting a bit over-enthusiastic, a bit scruffy, really.
And when you get to tracks like this where there's a long straight, you sort of don't stand a chance.
Dirt! The doctor is down in the dirt! Whoa, Valentino. Look at that drive that he got out of Petrucci on the front
Petrucci
straight.
got it slightly wrong because he passed on the way.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you're going to pay for that, Rins. When Jack gets hold of you, he's going to give you a good shaking.
Good bet.
Is it now? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Marques goes back to 4th. Alex Rins is looking for a win.
By putting a fresh tyre in just to get him up the timesheets.
But it gives you such a lot of work to do, doesn't it, from a bad...
Was fastest on day 1, let's not forget. The rookie, last year's Moto 2 world champion, is getting the hang of the...
He leads. Here comes Marques. That Honda's not slow anymore, is it? Down the front straight. Petrucci looks at the inside of...
So if Marques positions himself in the wrong place, Petrucci will be letting the brake off.
Here we go! Suzuki doesn't. Well, watch for Rins. Is he going to try for it on the flip-flop? No, it's going to be Petrucci who does it to Rins. Oh, that's close.
Didn't we? We watched the free practice sessions. It was always going to be a difficult one to call.
Man with a face that doesn't behold. Been right on the lap record. Maybe he'll break it on this lap. Through the left-hander. Can pull away, but no, the two Ducatis drive straight by, as they did, and the Honda followed through as well. So that just goes to show you, Suzuki, remember, you've got to think of that as well. He's only, what, 12 points behind Dobby, who's 8 points behind Mark. Somebody who's sneaking up on him as well.
was in the background.
Well, I was thinking Nakagami.
Nakagami fast all weekend, faster than Cameron.
Shame we couldn't. Maybe next time. Petrucci, dovizioso, and Alex Rins. Marques.
History of the Premier class. There's only ever been 2 Suzuki victories around this track. One was Schwantz in '92.
Of excess anything.
Yeah.
But it's... folded the front. Just folded the front. And that bike's still running. He'll want to kill that because it's...
It's doing a bit of a burnout there.
Yeah, it is pumping.
Slight lull. It's slightly... No, it didn't. Slight lull. E-bike's still circulating. Over half race distance, well over half race distance. It's 10 a bit hot.
He seems... Yeah, but the confidence he has with the front of that Suzuki, you know, it's almost cheeky where he puts it. Brakes and pretty good in a straight line. Something that works on that front straight, which is where we're about to go. So the Honda working very well round here. Marques slows down. You know, Nate, from Zarco, Abraham and Oliveira. That's your top. That's your only 18 left out there.
There's a bit.
Dobby needs this win. He needs 25 points.
Petrucci does.
And Petrucci. It gives Ducati another conundrum, though, at the end of the year, because at the moment, Petrucci's 5th in the championship. Well,
the slap, is that a new lap record, Keith?
That will be if it's
57, 6, 5, 7.
They'd have blitzed that by Jack Miller slides out. Oh, the penalty doesn't...
The problem is, you then try and go a fraction quicker, and that's what happens.
It's in the ointment in Alex Rins. What will that Suzuki have left at the end of this race? These 4 now, fighting...
He now won't be happy with, well, I'll just bring it home and get it on the podium. I'll settle for a 3rd. No.
Much lesser bike, the number 20 of Fabio Quartararo. So normal order has been restored. Yamaha, I don't know whether that's just the fact this track might suit them a little bit. Look at the way Marques chucks that in there.
It's such a huge thing. That's something that can happen, certainly on the last lap, is you can ride...
Maybe... Imagine standing up to sing at your school prom or something for the first time. That tight feeling you get.
Conversation really happening in the middle of MotoGP race.
I do apologise. So now
he's had the race pace all weekend, hasn't he? But it's really hard. This man's dropping
to win his first Grand Prix under so much pressure. He's sick. I mean, physically sick.
Personality of the man.
Look at that Honda. Looks good every time. But Dobby's got shotgun for Petrucci.
If Dobby wants to win this World Championship, we've said it all weekend, he has to be... Tracks we go to, we always know in Qatar, we always know when you come here, we always know when you go to Austria.
Dovizioso coming into this round, Dobby would solely like to see Petrucci between him and Marques. That's a sight, isn't it?
That's the story of the weekend.
It's one Italian bike that I expect to see on. Interesting, has Dobby got the pace? Or is he relying now on just...
Savelli,
yeah. Now we're on Arrabbiata 1. Did you see that captain? It is, plus the fact that Dovizioso gets off of the final corner really, really well. I'll tell you what, Dobby's
2.5 laps to go. Petrucci's ill. His adrenaline will be flowing so hard. The last thing on his mind,
indeed. His baby face will be leaking. So Petrucci's still in front with Marques starting to pull a few shapes. And
there, he's too far behind because he's lost on the straight. But you can see it then, just a perfect demonstration.
Just that squirt on that. Viñales, Cruxlo's still 7th, Pirro is 8th, Quartararo is 9th now, Paul Espargaro's in the top 10.
On the straight,
wait. Whoa, that's it, he's going straight on. So Petrucci's got, he managed to make the apex.
I mean, when it comes up to racecraft, there is no one better than Dobby. And then we're the guy we're on board with.
Going to be, Petrucci's still there. He's not far enough in front. Dobby's lining himself up for a pass here. Said Marques hits the front for the first time since early in this race. Now then, Ducati, what have you? Oh, magnificent. Danilo Petrucci aiming for his first ever MotoGP win on the Ducati at the end of this kind of passing manoeuvres into a chicane. Can Danilo Petrucci hang on?
The problem is,
we're wrong. Danilo Petrucci now is building up, but will Marques be able to snatch it back? It will be towards Danilo Petrucci. Yes! Petrucci wins here in Mugello. His first ever MotoGP win. Comes in 4th place. Nakagami 5th. Maverick Viñales 6th. The world has been turned up.
Nothing
He's never not had to work to get to MotoGP and now to Michele Pirro alongside him, the man that was responsible for giving him the bike that's that good. Michele Pirro's
his girlfriend.
His girlfriend on track as well.
Fantastic. It's a small enough gap, and
remember what I said about Jerez?
Yeah,
when with the two,
and speculate on what might happen.
Crutchlow ended up finishing 8th, by the way. Pirro, look a little.
I know what it means. I know how much effort he puts in and how much effort he's put in over the years.
I think he's put in more effort than
so, and that's his #1 goal at a Ducati track. Marques will be happy. Obviously, he wanted to win.
115. Maybe they'll be giving him a Lamborghini now.
He deserves one.
#1 sign for the first time ever.
So emotional. Can't believe it. More like a rugby player.
By MotoGP standards. Exactly. You look for by the 84,000 people that are trackside, and you got an Italian winner. There are a lot of signs.
Bottom rung, that's the best way to describe it.
Absolutely is. It absolutely is. The question now, of course, that people are now going.
And I'm happy for Danilo because he deserved. He did a lot of effort. Happy with these 20 points here in Italy.
Another great job, Matt.
Describe the feeling I have now because I haven't recognized that I have won. And
GP win. It is the 28-year-old Danilo Petrucci in his accolades around the world. The world's press can hail a new winner at the Italian Grand Prix.